A very good morning, students. So welcome to my next video lesson. So today we are going to learn MVT, that is mean value theorem. Now you see this mean value theorem, it has two types, that is one is Rolle's theorem and one is Lagrange's theorem. So in this video lesson we will be learning today Rolle's theorem. In this Rolle's theorem we have three conditions which we have to satisfy. That means a function will be given in the question. Now that function has to satisfy these three conditions. If a single function is satisfying these three conditions, that means these three conditions are true for that given function, then we can say that Rolle's theorem is verified. So in Rolle's theorem we can see a given function is applicable or not, or if it is applicable, then what is the value of x, that means what is a single point x which is lying between the given limit. Okay, so let's start our video lesson. You see, for the Rolle's theorem we have, if fx be the function of x such that fx is continuous function in closed interval a comma b. Now you see, a function will be given in the question, also a point will be given like 1 comma 3 for example. So a function is given and function is saying that whether this function is verified for Rolle's theorem or not within the given limit 1 comma 3. So 1 is our a and 3 is our b, that is 1 comma 3 here, and you see a square bracket. Square bracket indicates that it is a closed interval. So when I say 1 comma 3 within a square bracket, that means my value of x will be between 1 and 3. It can be 1 also, it can be 3 also, or it can be between 2, that means 1, 2 and 3. So this will be the probable value of x if this 1 comma 3 is within square bracket, right? That means closed interval. But when I say that 1 comma 3 is within first bracket, that means this is open interval, this is closed interval, and this is open interval. Open interval indicates the value of x will be greater than 1 and less than 1. That means the value of x is here 2, or it can be 1.5, it can be 2.5, or the value which is lying between 1 and 3. It cannot be 1, it cannot be 3. So this is the basic difference between closed interval and open interval, right? I repeat, in closed interval we can take the extreme points as well as the point lying between the two limit, but in open interval we have to consider the point which is between 1 and 3 only. Okay, so first condition, fx is continuous function in the closed interval a comma b. So whenever you are writing the given function is continuous function in the closed interval, we have to make it in square bracket. Okay, so this statement you have to write exactly for each and every question. For solving each and every question we have to write the statement in this chapter. So first we will be writing this one. Second, it is derivable in the open interval a comma b. That means here when it is derivable, it is within open interval a comma b. When it is continuous, it is within closed interval a comma b. Okay, so I have indicated here a comma b open bracket means what? That is value of x should be greater than a, less than b. Third condition, f of a must be equals to f of b. In the question, the limit which was given, suppose 1 comma 3, so 1 by 1 the value of x that we will be substituting in the function, and you have to check whether the given functions are equal or not, right? Now if these three conditions are verified, so there exists a least value of x such that c, where f dash c equals to 0. So these are the rules, so let's use it in our question. So in the screen you can see I have noted down one question here. Verify Rolle's theorem for the function fx equals to x square minus 4x plus 3 on closed interval 1 comma 3. Okay, so we have to check whether this function is done in this Rolle's theorem or not, if it is verifying this Rolle's theorem or not, and if it is verifying, then what is the value of x, that is the least value of x c which is lying between 1 and 3, right? So you see, first point number 1, fx is continuous. it is a polynomial function. So it is a polynomial function, so it is continuous. So fx is continuous as it is polynomial function on closed interval 1 comma 3. So this is the first statement, right? So you see, any function which is continuous, it will be derivable also. Fx is derivable on open interval 1 comma 3. That is, you can write this statement, or f dash x exists on open interval 1 comma 3. So both the statements are correct. So you can write either of this. Okay, you can write fx is derivable on 1 comma 3, or you can write f dash x exists on 1 comma 3. This statement means this one, right? So any function which is continuous will be derivable too, right? Point number 3. Now f of a, that is, what is our a? 1. So f of 1, first we will find f of 1. In place of x we will be substituting 1 here, that means 1 square minus 4 into 1 plus 3. That means 1 minus 4 plus 3, 3 plus 1 4, 4 minus 4 0. That means f of 1 is 0, right? Now we will be finding for f of 3. Now our b is 3. This was our a and this was our b. So once we have to place a value, then we have to substitute the b value. Substitute here f of b. Now 3 will be substituting in the question. 3 square minus 4 into 3 plus 3, right? So 9 minus 12 plus 3, that is 9 plus 3 12, 12 minus 12 0. So you see, f of 1 is also 0, f of 3 is also 0. Therefore f of 1 equals to f of 3. So first condition was continuous, second condition was derivable, third condition was f of a equals to f of b. Now you see, this for the given function, these three conditions are satisfied, right? So we need to write so this one you will be writing on your exercise book. So after this, as three conditions of Rolle's theorem is verified, so there exists a least value of x, say c, such that f dash c equals to 0, right? So this condition you have to write. So initially of this lesson I told you that in this chapter you need to write the statements. So statements are important, right? So as soon as the three conditions are satisfied, you need to write this statement. As three conditions of Rolle's theorem is verified, so there exists a least value of x, say c, such that f dash c equals to 0. So our fx was x square minus 4x plus 3, right? So what will be our f dash x? We have to differentiate. You know, if a function is given fx equals to x square minus 4x plus 3, and if I write here f dash, that means we are differentiating this one. So differentiation of x squared is 2x minus differentiation of 4x is 4, differentiation of 3, that is 0. So f dash x equals to 2x minus 4. F dash c will be, now substitute in place of xc, that means 2c minus 4. So our condition was f dash c equals to 0. So f dash c is this one, that means 2c minus 4 equals to 0, or 2c equals to 4, or 2 to the 4, that means c equals to 2. We got the value of c, that is 2, which belongs to open interval 1 comma 3, right? So the answer which we got at the end, that is the value of c, it has to be between the two given limit. That means our limit was 1 comma 3 within closed interval, that was continuous, and in derivable 1 comma 3. So the last answer which we will be getting should be within open interval, not in the closed interval, right? So The value of c cannot be 1, it cannot be 3. It has to be between 1 and 3, right? So this was our required answer. So the next question we have fx equals to x square minus 5x plus 6, right? And we have to verify within the limit 2 comma 3. That means this function is applicable in Rolle's theorem or not. First we have to check. Now if it is applicable, then we have to find the given interval. Okay. So fx, you see it is a polynomial function. So first point will be fx is continuous as it is a polynomial function on closed interval 2 comma 3. You can rewrite this sentence in this way also. Fx is a polynomial function, so it is continuous, or fx is continuous as it is a polynomial function on 2 comma 3. So this one you have to mention. Okay. So first point will be within closed interval. Now second point, f dash x exists on open interval 2 comma 3. So you can just write this one. So f dash x exists on 2 comma 3 within open interval. Now for point number 3 we have to find f of 2. That means in place of x first we have to substitute 2 because our limit is 2 comma 3. So f of 2, if I substitute here 2, then we will be getting here 4 minus 10 plus 6, that is 6 plus 4 10, 10 minus 10 0. F of 3 will be substituting in the question, that is 3 square minus 5 into 3 plus 6, that is 9 minus 15 plus 6, again 6 plus 9 15, 15 minus 15 0. So you see, therefore f of 2 equals to f of 3. Again we have to write that sentence. We have to write that sentence here as 3 conditions of Rolle's theorem are satisfied. So there exists a least value of x, say c, such that f dash c equals to 0. So this is our condition, f dash c equals to 0. After writing that sentence, we have to write this one. Now f dash c means we have to differentiate this one. So if fx equals to x square minus 5x plus 6, that means f dash x will be ddx of x square 2x minus ddx of 5x 5, ddx of 6 is 0. So f dash x is 2x minus 5. So therefore f dash c will be, in place of x we will be substituting c, 2c minus 5, and this f dash c must be equals to 0. That means 2c minus 5 must be equals to 0, or 2c equals to 5, or c equals to 5 by 2, or 2.5. Okay. Now we will check our answer. Our given interval was 2 comma 3. You see, we got the answer 2.5. That means 2.5 is lying between 2 and 3, right? So c equals to 2.5 belongs to, this is the belongs to sign, within open interval 2 comma 3. So this is our required answer. So just we need to find here c, and we have to write down the statements. So these are the frequently asked questions. So what are the two types of Rolle's theorem where we can use this? So to verify Rolle's theorem for a given function on given interval, so we use this theorem for verifying it. And so two types of problems are formulated by using Rolle's theorem. So first we use Rolle's theorem to check whether given function is true or not, and also it is used to check the applicability of a given function on a given interval, right? So the next question comes, for which function we will be saying that it is continuous, because a continuous function is also differentiable. So point number 1, you see, every polynomial function is continuous and differentiable for all real value of x. Point number 2, the function log x is continuous on 0 comma infinity. That means the value of log x is only continuous between 0 to infinity. That means all positive value of x, not the negative value. Point number 3, you see, the function e to the power x, sin x and cos x are also continuous and differentiable for all real value of x. And point number 4, the mod of x minus a is not differentiable at x equals to a, that is mod x is not differentiable at x equals to 0. Okay, so these are the conditions which we will be using. Point number 5, if you see, any rational function is continuous except at the point where denominator is 0. Now if there is a rational function and if the denominator is 0, so we cannot apply their Rolle's theorem. Okay, so point number 6, the sum, difference, product and quotient on continuous function and it is continuous and differentiable. Point number 7, if the derivative of a function has finite and unique value on an interval, then the function is derivable on that interval. So generally in our syllabus, generally we will be getting questions from 1, 2 and 3, right? The questions related with either it will be polynomial or log x or any trigonometric function. So generally this type of questions we don't get, right? But it is also applicable in here Rolle's theorem. So the next question we have fx equals to 4 sin x and which belongs to the interval 0, 4. So again we have to see whether this given function is applicable or not. So first point will be fx is a trigonometric function, so it is continuous on closed interval 0, 4, or here in the question it is given as pi, right? So the interval is here pi, not 4, here it is pi, 0, pi. Okay, so it is fx is a trigonometric function, so it is continuous at 0, pi. Point number 2, f dash x exists on 0, pi. You can write here fx is derivable or fx is differentiable on open interval, or simply you can write f dash x exists on 0, pi. Okay, both the value of both the statements are correct. Point number 3, f of 0. So we will be substituting the value of x here, that means 4 sine 0, that means sine 0 is 0, 0 into 4, 0. F of pi, that means 4 sine pi. Sine 180 is also 0, 0 into 4, 0. So therefore f of 0 equals to f of pi. Now again that condition, as 3 conditions of Rolle's theorem are satisfied, so there exists a least value of x, say c, such that f dash c equals to 0, right? So this is statement we have to write here. Now f dash c equals to 0. To find f dash c, first we have to differentiate this one. That means our fx is 4 sin x, right? So f dash x will be 4 cos x, f dash c will be 4 cos c. Now 4 cos c must be equals to 0 because f dash c equals to 0 according to the condition. So cos c, 0 divided by 4 is 0. Now in cos, when it is 0, we know cos 90 is 0 here. So cos c equals to cos pi by 2, cos 90. Cos and cos will get cancelled, c equals to pi by 2, that means 90. So you see this 90 degree is lying between 0 to pi, that means 0 to 180. That means it belongs to open interval 0, pi. So this is our given answer. So these are the exercise questions you will be solving. I hope you won't face any problem. Fx is given here, a polynomial function. Again first you will be writing it is continuous as it is polynomial function, then you will be writing it is derivable, then you will substitute the value of x. You see two values are given on the given function. Now after substituting the value of lower limit and upper limit, and if you get equals to 0 or both are same, it doesn't matter that both will be coming 0 only, you have to get the value of f of minus 2. For example, question number 1, f of minus 2 and f of 3 both has to be same, right? Similarly, for other questions also, question number 2 is also a polynomial function in a given interval 1 comma 5. Question number 3 already I have solved on the board. Question number 4, y equals to 16 minus x square, x belongs to minus 1 comma 1. So first you will write y means here fx. Okay, fx and y meaning is same. So fx equals to 16 minus x square is continuous as it is a polynomial function. You will be writing here polynomial, though it is a binomial function, but that will be considered under polynomial only, right? So fx equals to 16 minus x square within given limit minus 1 comma 1. So first point you will be writing fx is continuous as it is a polynomial function on closed interval minus 1 comma 1. Then you will be writing it is derivable. Then you substitute the value f of minus 1 must be equals to f of 1. Then you will differentiate and mark f dash c equals to 0. So these are same for each and every question here. Question number 6, you see we have 3 terms here. So these 3 terms, what you do, on multiplication we will be getting a polynomial function. So you will say that as it is a polynomial function, so it is continuous. If it is continuous, then it is derivable also. Now third point, first we will be substituting 2. Now don't substitute this 2 comma 4 in that big polynomial. You will be substituting, you will be considering this one, right? So f of 2, when you will consider 2 minus 2, 0. So 0 multiplied with something is 0. Similarly, f of 4, when you will substitute here, you will substitute here 4 minus 4. So 0 multiplied with other term will be 0. That means f of 2 equals to f of 4. So as 3 conditions of Rolle's theorem are true or satisfied, so there exists a least value of x, say c, such that f dash c equals to 0. Then the polynomial which you have got, you differentiate that polynomial, mark it equals to 0, okay, and get the value of x, that is c. So same way you will be applying in other questions also. Here you need to apply a division rule, and here differentiation sine square x, so that is 2 sin x, and dx of sin x is cos x. Okay, so you will be solving up to question 15 only, right? So the questions which you will be having doubt or you will be facing problem, will let me know. So next video class, when I will be solving for Lagrange questions, I will include those doubt questions also. Okay, so no need to solve this question number 17 or 16, right? So you will be solving up to question number 15 only.